Stay with us, this gets deeper. Did you know that a West African queen once refused to marry a French governor just to avoid colonial rule? This is the story of Ndaté Yalla Mbodj, a name synonymous with courage and resistance in Senegalese history.
Born in the early 19th century in the Kingdom of Waalo, a land nestled between the Senegal River and the Atlantic coast, Ndaté Yalla inherited a legacy of strong leadership and a deep connection to her people.
Waalo, though smaller than some of its neighbors, possessed a rich and complex culture, tied to the land and its traditions.
The early 1800s were a time of intense change. European powers, particularly France, were casting greedy eyes on West Africa, seeking to expand their colonial empires.
Waalo, strategically located, became a target. Ndaté Yalla's rise to power was not preordained. She came from a lineage of queens, known as the Linger, who wielded considerable influence in Waalo society. These women played a crucial role in selecting the king, advising on matters of state, and even leading troops into battle.
From a young age, Ndaté Yalla was immersed in the politics of her kingdom, learning the art of diplomacy, the strategies of warfare, and the importance of preserving Waalo's sovereignty.
But here's what they never wanted you to know.
Her brother, the reigning king, passed away. Ndaté Yalla, due to her lineage, political acumen and strong character, was chosen to lead.
She ascended to the throne at a time when Waalo was facing immense pressure from the French. The French, eager to control the Senegal River and its trade routes, sought to impose treaties and exert their influence over Waalo's affairs. Ndaté Yalla recognized the threat posed by the French and understood that submission would mean the end of Waalo's independence.
Unlike some other African rulers who sought accommodation with the colonial powers, Ndaté Yalla chose a path of resistance.
Stay with us, this gets deeper. She refused to sign treaties that would compromise Waalo's sovereignty and actively worked to strengthen her kingdom's defenses.
She rallied her people, reminding them of their proud history and urging them to stand firm against the invaders. Ndaté Yalla was a skilled diplomat, attempting to negotiate with the French while simultaneously preparing for war. She understood that Waalo, with its limited resources, could not defeat the French in a conventional battle. Therefore, she adopted a strategy of guerrilla warfare, utilizing the terrain to her advantage and launching surprise attacks on French outposts. One of her most famous acts of defiance was her refusal to marry the French governor of St. Louis.
This was a common tactic used by European powers to solidify their control over African territories.
Ndaté Yalla saw through this ploy and rejected the offer, stating that she would never sacrifice her people's freedom for personal gain.
The conflict between Waalo and France escalated in the 1850s. Despite Ndaté Yalla's valiant efforts, Waalo was eventually defeated.
The French, with their superior firepower, overwhelmed the Waalo forces. Ndaté Yalla was forced into exile, but even in defeat, she remained an inspiration to her people. Her resistance against the French became a symbol of African defiance against colonial rule. She never surrendered hope of returning to her kingdom, continuing to plot and strategize even in exile. Queen Ndaté Yalla Mbodj died in 1860, far from her beloved Waalo. But her legacy lived on. She became a national hero in Senegal, celebrated for her courage, her leadership, and her unwavering commitment to freedom. Her story is a reminder that resistance against oppression can take many forms and that even in the face of overwhelming odds, the spirit of defiance can never be extinguished. Ndaté Yalla Mbodj remains a powerful symbol of African resistance and a testament to the enduring strength of the human spirit.
Subscribe to Punna Afrique for more African history and wealth wisdom. Follow for more untold African stories.